Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Trevor Rice. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to teach you guys today about how I make consistently about an average of $15,000 a month wholesaling real estate with little to no money. So let's get into it right now. One of the things that people ask me a lot is that how do you make that much money wholesaling real estate? Well, if we break down the math, honestly, if we make about $10,000 or $5,000 a deal, let's say if we take two $5,000 deals a month or one $10,000 deal a month, and that will equal out to $10,000 a month. Now here's the catch, right? Everybody says, "Oh, I have a $10,000 wholesale deal." Well, is that gross or is that net? How much did you spend in marketing to get that amount of money? How much in title costs did you pay? After all that, what actually hit your bank account? Now, when I say an average of $15,000 a month, I say $15,000 a month that hit my bank account. One of the biggest ways I would say to make money in this real estate game, like number one, is to stop overspending on software and products that is not needed and that is just irrelevant to the actual wholesaling game itself. I know plenty of people, 2, 3, 4 people right now off the top of my head that make consistently 30 grand plus a month, and they barely spend any money on these crazy softwares. I know one right now that's probably close to $2 million a month right now, wholesaling real estate, and they still use a Google spreadsheet. I'm serious. They still use a Google spreadsheet to have all their buyers in their list, all their sellers in their list, and everything like that. So one of the ways that I said, number one obviously is don't overspend on software, okay? The number two thing is that I find my buyers first. Now, when I say find my buyers first, I've already found them. I have a list of my main, what we call A-list buyers, who are buying consecutively 5, 10 properties a month, cash, and they close quickly with not a lot of contingencies. Now, why would you do this? Okay, so first off, I'm gonna be the guinea pig for you because I've already went through wholesaling for 3 years, trial and error, doing it the wrong way, not making any money. And one of the biggest mistakes I did was I was trying to find deals first, and then I couldn't find any buyers for those deals, or I had a lot of tire kickers for those deals, even though it was a true deal. My first deal, I actually had it under contract for $70,000. I had the after repair value valued at $300,000, and the estimated contractor's bid that I received when I first started wholesaling was $55,000. So they buy it for $70,000, put $55,000 in, and it's worth $300,000. You're telling me that's not a good deal? What is that? $130,000? That is a ton of profit for the flipper. You can easily make 5, 10 grand and walk away from the deal. Honestly, I had a $40,000 wholesale fee on that deal, ended up losing it. But that's in another video on real estate red flags. But here's the thing. That's number two. You have to find your buyer. And the reason why I say that is because I just told you, I've tried to find the buyer or the seller first. And then I tried to find buyers, and I went through a lot of tire kickers, a lot of wannabe wholesalers, a lot of people who say they can do all this stuff and overpromise, then I go under contract, and then it kills the deal. Find the buyer, vet them, call their title company, make sure they are closing those deals that they say they are closing. A title company will let you know if they're actually closing deals. That's huge, and especially if you look up their LLC name or their personal name on which they're closing deals from. So number 3, find your best strategy to find deals that is consistently actually finding you deals, and stick with that strategy. There's hundreds and hundreds of strategies out there. Don't scatter yourself out. Find those deals making methods and those deal finding methods that work best for your skill set and where you are in life right now. Now, I know huge companies that do cold calling, they do direct mail, they do ringless voicemail. I know a company that steals leads from the We Buy Houses with the chicken sign on it, the huge We Buy Houses place, Homevestors, I think is the name, and like literally scrape leads from there. There's tons of different ways. I'm not saying that's ethical, and I always will stress ethics in my channel, but the way you would do this is find 2 or 3 ways of finding deals, okay, and stick with those 2 or 3 ways of finding those deals. Once you have those 2 or 3 ways of finding deals, stick with it, run with it, and be consistent with those. Do not try to scatter yourself out. Now, if you're finding something that is a little bit tough and it's really hard, you're spending a lot of money and it's not working, move on to the next one. But at least try it first.